Hey there, comic fans. This is Comicfan with another humble haul. I've got New York Comic Con haul in this video. What I didn't realize that I actually had a haul ready to go before I even went to New York. So I'll be sharing that with you before the New York Comic Con haul. I'll go ahead and get to that. Just a bunch of places I went to before going to New York. I visited a couple private sellers, a couple of bookshops, and I went to a small show before going to New York. So the first thing I got was just a $3 book, but well worth the $3. Marvel Superheroes, number 20. This is a really nice book that illustrates or shows off Dr. Doom's first solo story. Quite a really great read. I enjoyed that. Next, I went into a store and picked up a couple of books there, just two. Out of that, I got Avengers 257 for a couple bucks more than I really wanted to spend. Finds out it probably didn't come out ahead. I think I paid for what it was worth, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt having another one, right? And then it's something I didn't really think I was going to get hooked into, but if I don't have any of the originals for $1, these things are amazing. True Believers, and I'm sure I'm not the only one picking these up. This is something I don't have in my collection yet, but for $1, it makes an excellent placeholder. So yeah, True Believers number 1, first appearance of Punisher. I think I'll probably be picking up a couple more of those until I get the originals. I know maybe in the last video I picked up Iron Man 55 True Believer reprint. Yeah, they do okay. So, like I said, great placeholders until I get the originals. Next up, I went to a small show, one show that I love doing right before New York. And out of that, I'll show you what I got. Pretty big stack there. I mean, all dollar books, really. For the most part, I think there was only one $10 book in there. No, two $10 books. I'll show those off after. So, okay, here we go. Last issue of the Nom 84. Apparently, it's a pretty highly sought after book, being a last issue. Never gave much attention to last issues until I started seeing other YouTubers showing them off. So, you know, it's like a monkey see, monkey do kind of thing, where if I see it, I'm going to probably go get it as well. Alongside that, another dollar book, Century number 1. Apparently this is heating up quite a bit, or it's been heating up for quite a while. That was worth a pickup for $1. Another dollar book, X-Men number 205. We all know what that's about. Here was a really cool cover of one I used to have and didn't have anymore. I decided to pick this up again. Captain America 323, 25th anniversary issue, border issue. Really liking this. A really great drawing by Mike Zeck. Love that. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Oh, once again, another dollar book, G.I. Joe number 37. The first appearance of the twins. Was it Tom Axe and Zaymot? Cool story there. Oh, geez, for $1. I didn't even think these were going to be in the dollar bins anymore, but apparently they are. Death of Superman. You know what? Are you going to leave it in there for $1? I don't know. Let me know. This is obviously I didn't leave it in the bin for $1. There's so many in circulation. I don't even know if it's worth picking up for $1 or not. I thought it was. I took a gamble. Another one in the pile. New X-Men 134. Not bad for $1. I almost left it there, but Weapon X told me not to, so I said, okay, I'll take it with me. Another dollar book. DC Comics Presents. Which number is that? 28. First full appearance of Mongol. And my two $10 books at that show, a showcase number 73. Not bad for $10. It's in really great shape. So that first appearance of the Creeper. and one that I'm really was surprised about, and I feel really bad for never reading it. Humanity Number One for $10. It's in excellent, I mean, acceptable shape. It's not really bad shape at all. But I tell you, this was a great read. I really had a great time reading this. So much that I think I'm going to pursue completing that run. I always wanted to read that issue, never got to. I know Howler Mouse always talks it up so much, and wow, it's a great read for one that's, you know, we're trying to break away every once in a while from the superhero genre. It's good stuff. I'll put that down. Okay, so like I said, I went to New York Comic Con, and I was working there, so I didn't get a lot of time to look through some books, but enough time to come home with about as much as I could cram into a backpack. That's about as much space I had to fly back home with. I had a lot of luggage. So, and actually it worked out really well, because if I had more time, I'd probably be accumulating more books, and I just didn't have any room for. Aside from that, I met a ton of amazing people. I met most of the New York Warriors. I met Jeff Johnson and Markey and Manny and Joker and geez, I think that's all I saw from the New York Warriors. I heard that Erod was there. Didn't see him, but that's okay. I really miss Biggie, and apparently he couldn't make it, and I'll probably see him next year if I am able to go. Aside from that, I saw Reaper Tate. Reaper Tate, we swapped some amazing stories. It was a lot of fun, and it was just a really great time. A really long week. I was there for a week, and very long but very rewarding, all at the same time. Okay, so let's start with the books. Where shall I start? Okay, and even before I went to the con, I actually had to stop by a comic shop. I always feel like if I'm in a new place, I need to hit up a comic book store in the area. So I picked one out, went there. I don't remember the full name of the place, but maybe it'll come to me later. Anyway, in that visit, I picked up two $5 books. One being a reader copy of Strange Tales 169, First Appearance of Brother Voodoo. I figured for $5, you couldn't go wrong there, even if it was a reader copy. Not too bad there. And for another $5, the Mighty Thor 225, First Appearance of Firelord. Not too bad. $5 pickups don't really hurt the wallet too much. Okay, so I get into the con. There's some dollar books. I mean, really, what could go wrong by going through dollar books? I picked up in the dollar bins 5 books. Okay, so first one up, I always pick these up. I'm sure you saw in my other videos that I always pick these up if I get them on the cheap and in good condition. Spidey Super Stories. This one's number 50. That's some great work in here, and I wish I could remember who did the work on that, but that doesn't hurt. But for like $1, I'll pick them every time. If I can finish the whole run of $1 a piece, that's great. I don't think it's likely, but it's worth a shot. Another in the dollar bins for $1. Thing number 1 sounds good to me. I find this more often in the dollar bins, and apparently it goes for more than $1. One more is one I already had, but I really can't pass this up, and it seems like a really good little project because it's got some defects in it, and I'd like to see if I can really work on it. It's first issue special, Lady Cop number 1. I picked this up I think a couple months ago, and to find it again was it was really nice. For $1, I'll pick it up every single time. Another dollar book, Marvel 2-in-1, 61. First appearance of her, when addressed as her. I know she goes by a couple different names, but it's the first appearance of her. And the last dollar book, Marvel Spotlight, number 1, featuring Red Wolf. Not the first appearance of Red Wolf, but it's okay for a number 1, as well as being a dollar book. You can't beat that. Right now I got 3 people watching me. If you guys want to make yourself known, chat it up in the chat. Otherwise, remain anonymous. That's okay with me. No problem. Okay, next on to my $3 books. Let's see. All $3 books, even though this one here says $5, I got it for $3. Commandy number 2. This is another book I find I have a hard time finding for any less than $3. Most of the time I see it marked up just because it's number 2. Another $3 buy. Submariner number 50. Not bad. First appearance of Namorita. I would say this though, as far as Submariner books go, I'd get them while you can if there's any kind of movie speculation. You know, I'm not always big on the movie speculation, but I follow a little bit. If something comes out, check out the keys in Submariner. They're still affordable compared to other series. Another $3 book. My final issue, I needed to complete my little run of Fun and Games. Some Marvel Fun and Games issue number 5. Okay, another $3 book. Really excited about this. $3 book. Hong Kong Phooey number 1. Excellent Charlton book. I always love picking up the Charlton cartoon books. That's really fun. And another book, I just on the cover alone, I never really wanted to pay a lot of money for this, so to find this in a $3 bin was really great. Thor number 226. I just find it hilarious that Galactus isn't wearing any pants, and he looks a little let down by that. But it's still a great cover. I can't wait to read it. I haven't read any of these books yet, but I can't wait. Let's see. Oh, you know what? For another, I believe this is a $5 book. I got another Submariner number 50. No problem with picking up 2 of those. Let's see. Another $3 book. Maybe Spider-Man 149. Figured I couldn't go wrong with a book that used to be hot. Because back in the day, this book used to be hot. It used to be, you couldn't find this for $3. But now that it's slowed down, you know, find it on the cheap. And the last $3 book I got, Hanna-Barbera's Valley of the Dinosaurs. Another great Charlton book. Okay, now on to my $5 books, and then after my $5 books, I'll start with my price books. Okay, so $5, and this was another reader copy, but the cover presents pretty well. I picked up Avengers 92. Not a bad book. Got a staple pop on the bottom. I found that out when I got home, but $5, I don't regret getting it. Apparently Captain Marvel is in that book. I don't know if they're going to develop any kind of storyline based on that book, but it would be interesting. Okay, for another $5, Marvel Premiere number 3. This is the first Doctor Strange in the Marvel Premiere arc or storyline. Oh, hey Contender, what's going on? I haven't seen you for a while. I know you went to Baltimore, right? I gotta watch your video. I just flew in yesterday, so I'm catching up on a lot of my YouTube videos. So anyway, aside from that, this is Barry Smith's first work with Marvel, if I'm not mistaken. It's possible, but if I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, another $5 book. Captain Marvel number 50. Another that features a character to be in the Captain Marvel movie. Another $5 pickup. G.I. Joe number 2, first print. Not bad. I mean, normally I find them either beat up or more than $5. So this was a really great pickup. It's in really great shape. And my last $5 book. Yes, Contender, you were at Baltimore. Actually, my boss was in Baltimore, and he met up with me in New York. Last $5 book. ROM number 1. Good pickup for $5. I was finding them all over the place in different grades and different prices, but for the grade that this is in, $5 is definitely worth it. Okay, now on to my price books. These are what I have left of my price books. And you tell me how I did. I think I did probably fair market value wise, but I don't regret picking them up. For $8, I picked up the Chilling Adventures in Sorcery number one. Oh, you saw Scott. Oh, cool. So he knew that you're there. Good. Yeah. So a Sabrina book. Very cool. I've always wanted this book. I think if I like it, I'm gonna pick it up in probably a better grade. But for $8, I'm not really worried about that. This generally I've seen go for anywhere between $10 and $20. So, like I said, if I like it, I think I'll get another copy. And let's see. Okay, so I got this bundle from one dealer. From what I see, yeah, I got this from one dealer. Okay. Hey, Foreman, what's going on? A little late to the party, man. I'm about to show up my last bundle of books, but hey, you know what? Better late than never. Okay, that's good. My daughter's chugging a huge carton of juice. There better not have been too much juice in that.
There was nothing.
Oh, there was nothing. What was it doing in the fridge then?
I don't know.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so anyway, I paid about 140 on these. Like I said, I don't feel bad, but I'll show you what I got. For what was priced at $10. The party is kind of over. It's not over yet. I'm just showing my last bunch of books, but you know, hey, it's all right with me. It's cool. Manny is in the chat. Very good. Manny and I had an excellent conversation at New York Comic Con. Unfortunately, I was a little busy between days, so I didn't get to talk to him too much. What's going on, Tat? I'm glad to have you guys with us. So if you are a little late, it's fine with me. You guys go and put this in rewind and watch it later. So like I said, in that 140 bucks that I bought Godzilla #1, priced at $10. This is something I normally don't see it priced at $10. It's not in exactly mint condition, but it's really nice copy. So, and a lot of these things, this bundle I actually bought Sunday morning, so I was really surprised to see a lot of these books in the boxes still. For another $10 that was priced at $10, an Incredible Hulk Giant Size #5, or the King Size Annual #5, second appearance of Groot. To find this at $10, I know you probably couldn't find this a couple years ago for $10 in a box on a Sunday at a con. So this was a little strange finding that in the box. Along with that, I got 2 copies of the Eternals #3, first appearance of Cersei, both in 2 different grades, not in like really great shape. They both need pressing, but you know, when I figure if I'm just going to grab them now, I might as well grab them now before they go up in price. Along with that, Eternals #1, yes, for $40, but like I said, I got this in a bundle, so it didn't hurt as much. There were two other copies of this in lower grade that were still in the box, so I don't know if anybody picked them up after that, but in my opinion, this should have been picked up on a Thursday or a Friday. In the last book of that bundle, I know this was actually on my list this year and last year, and I didn't pick it up either year because I just felt that it was overpriced. I found one that was in, I guess it was an okay grade, one that I could really tolerate. So I pulled this out of the box, Tales to Astonish #59. This is just the book that's the first time that Hulk is in the Tales to Astonish title, and as well, it's the first time where you see Bruce Banner actually transform into the Hulk because of his temper. I'll show it to you real quick. It's pretty interesting. You know, I kind of got chills. Because just seeing it for the first time. It's just like any time I see something monumental in comic books, I start, you know, getting all excited. But here it is. Look, there he is. He's driving. He gets all. He actually says the word excited. He can't get excited. But he goes from this to turning into this ugly ass thing, and I was like, wow. I mean, I started getting really excited right around here, and then I got totally turned off right there. Because you think that they could have drawn them a little bit better. No, guess not. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Who's responsible for that? Oh, wow, can't believe it. Dick Ayers. Dick Ayers drew this, and normally I'm a big fan of Dick Ayers. Sorry, man, I think he missed, he kind of fumbled the ball there. So a little bit of a disappointment, but that's okay with me. I still wanted the book. Aside from that, okay, so for those of you who don't know, I won a little contest. This was all the books that I got from New York. And when I came home, I had a package. I already knew I won a contest. I already knew what I was getting. I just didn't know what they looked like because I was in New York. So I won 3rd place in Doom 143's contest, which was really exciting because I got to pick out the books right before I was leaving, and I got the books when I got home, obviously. So out of those books, I chose 2. I was lucky enough to get the 2 that I actually wanted. So out of lucky bastard. Whoa. Okay. All right. This is where I'm going to stop just for a second, guys. I don't consider myself a lucky bastard. In case you didn't notice, I am the humble hall. Okay. I'm humble about things. I'm not one to brag. But, you know, when I see something good, I can't help but show it to you. Okay. I don't show it off. I just show it. To say that I am a lucky bastard, I would have to say you, Longshanks, are the lucky bastard. I've seen your videos. I've seen what you come up with. You come up with like couple $100 variants that I could have got had I been in the area, because me and Longshanks are in the same area. But he's the one that comes out ahead. I really see, in my humble opinion, Longshanks is the lucky bastard. I'm sorry to throw that back to you, Longshanks, but you are one. You're very lucky. You're very fortunate. See, look, AD Surfer. See, he's happy for me. He's happy. He congratulated me. I'll talk to you later, Longshanks, but I got a show to do. Okay, I got a little video to do. Okay, so these are my winnings here. I got to choose 2 books because I got 3rd place, and of that, I got Strange Tales number 180. That's First Gomorrah, not bad. Really nice copy. I was really happy about that. If you guys hear jingle bells in the background, that's my dog. He's got to get out and do something. All right, that's right. I am a bastard of luck. Very well put. Very well put. I like that. Okay. Yep, that's right. G. Paulus Peter. My dog's name is Elvis. Okay, so that's Elvis wanting to go out and do something right now. So he's ringing the bells. Okay, the last book of my winnings and the last book of the haul. Submariner number 1. Now this was a book that I had in my collection years ago. I sold it to fund some renovations in my kitchen. That's why you see like the red background to my kitchen. I don't know why. It's something my wife picked out the color. Okay, so I figured if I fund some of that with my comic books and make my wife happy, I always knew I was going to get this someday. I just didn't know when I was going to get it again. So not bad. My gosh, these are. I don't know how Doom does it. You know, I know how I fund my little hobby here. I don't know how I could just, you know, say here's this as a contest winning. What I'm trying to say is thank you Doom for the excellent prizes. These are just phenomenal. I don't think I could top that. It's really, really generous of him. So if you guys, you know, go hit him up. I mean, I know, what am I doing telling people to hit up Doom 143? I'm sure everybody knows about him. Yeah. Oh, okay. Four-Way says, pleasing my wife always makes collecting easier. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Oh, yeah, I agree 100%. I don't know why she let me go to New York. Maybe it's because I don't know. I'm not even going to ask her. The great thing is she let me go. So that's about it, guys. It was a really big haul, big week, long week, but like I said, again, very rewarding. other than that, this is what I've got. I'm sure there's more books that I need to get, but that will be for another time. And it's about, man, I guess I know when to put on a video then, because it's about the first time I've actually had this many in. Most of the time I have to do them earlier because I work in the evenings, but this was a really great video. Thank you guys for coming all out. Thank you for telling me about or commenting on my haul. I really appreciate it. But like I said, all good things must come to an end. No, this is not the end, but this is the end of this haul and the end of this video. So until then, this is Comicfan, and like I said, happy hunting. This is Comicfan. I'll see you guys later.